Loading screen. Delightful. Liquid lunch.
It's been a while since I've just gotten, like, fucking trashed for lunch before.
Yeah, well. Welcome back to Character Select. David Scow getting trashed for lunch. It's the red lipstick murder.
Currently I'm drinking a Pepsi Max Cherry.
Pepsi Max?
Pepsi Max Cherry. Yeah. It's like Diet Pepsi, but a different sweetener that's closer to, like, normal full sugar.
Gotcha.
It's blatantly not the same. I can taste the differences between.
Holy.
Ooh. Ugh. Oh, that fucking blood JPEG is like, that's an After Effects built in.
All right, gentlemen, take your seats. Let's get this over before lunch. Floyd Rose of the Homicide Squad has decided to take early retirement. We will all miss Floyd and the steely edge he brought to his police work. The department has arranged a wee drink at the Galway Arms to quench the mighty thirst a man gets from 25 years of police work. Floyd's departure leaves a place at the top table, and the chief has seen fit to promote Cole Phelps from burglary to the homicide desk.
Oh, I guess
Stand up, Phelps. Take a chair.
Why did he call traffic burglary?
It wasn't. There was an interim.
Yeah.
But it didn't matter.
Your first case is the murder of a woman, found last night and bearing all the signs of the werewolf. Get out to the scene, lads.
Werewolf.
So the werewolf is the in-house or early name for the Black Dahlia murders.
Right. Now, I don't know much about the Black Dahlia murders. They were never a big thing. At least UK side. Obviously, I guess, never a big thing UK side unless you heard it and then decided, I want to read this. Like, there's no education for that around here.
Fair. So the Black Dahlia murders were... Well, we'll see, because, I mean, they're going to reference it a lot in these cases. I guess we'll... Alright, guess I'm driving. Also, I love Phelps' suit in this desk. Look at that fucking blue suit with the vest and the red tie. And it's pinstripes. Oh,
I like this.
Just...
I am a sucker for pinstripes. What I am a real sucker for, though, is a dorky suit.
I mean, yeah, you're not wrong. But yeah,
I want to see someone climb into a car looking like the spirit of jazz.
Would you get moving then? Alright, time for Dave Drives again. Oh god.
Any central unit, car 16
What happened to Rose? Parker wants the chief's job. Word is it's either going to be him or Thad Gould. So they're both clearing the decks.
Where does that leave you, Galloway?
Leaves me saddled with a chump like you, Phelps. I didn't ask for you, and I don't want you, so keep it to yourself. See if you can learn something about seeing how a real cop operates.
What a douche. They love to set it up.
What do you mean by the werewolf?
The Dahlia. The Daily News came out calling him the werewolf killer. The Examiner came up with the Black Dahlia.
Are we any closer to catching him?
Not a chance. 6 months and hundreds of guys running down leads, and we got nothing.
You don't think this has anything to do with it?
No, I don't. 90% of murders are domestic, Phelps. Some guy gets into a beef with his wife, he takes it too far. This will be the same. But cutting someone in half and leaving them off the sidewalk, that's a one-off.
Why so many women this year?
Because of the war. You should know that. Guy gets to kill people every day in combat. Comes home, he's expected to take lip from his wife. What do you think's gonna happen?
It's that simple.
Like I said, most of the time it is.
Rusty has a very specific look on people.
He's definitely deeply cynical.
Yeah. Also,
I think working murder would do that to a lot of people.
Oh, probably. He's also actually correct. He got the statistic a little bit wrong. 90% of murders, the victim knew the attacker.
Yeah.
Random murders are very rare. They're like, for somebody to just callously decide to kill someone they don't know on a whim, get out of the fucking way then is not common, thankfully.
Well, That's true. I was going to say, like, murders tend to be 90% of a person, you know. But it's killers that are a different matter. Anyone who tends to get labeled a serial killer also tends to be someone who has reached out of their comfort zone already. Either they did start with one person who was like that, but a serial killer is after their specific type, so to say, or their specific experience and need, and that doesn't tend to be capable with people you already know.
Yeah.
Either because they already know you're a weakling, if it's a power fantasy, or, you know, that kind of thing.
How about a scoop for the Examiner, Galloway? You could use some good press.
Another tramp, another message. Is the werewolf back in business, boys?
Do you have a mother, asshole? A sister? How about showing some respect for this poor woman? Let us do our job, and Detective Galloway will give you a statement later.
He's good, Rusty. He even sounds genuine.
That's Phelps, guys. The war hero. Defending the honor of murdered humps.
You're used to it, Phelps. Moving along, guys. You got your pictures, you got your headlines. Now scram.
Yeah, no, see, I would definitely be a cynic after putting up with that kind of shit regularly.
Crime scenes are now going to be much more interesting.
Yeah.
Also,
break it down.
Dead body, I don't know if we need to censor that, but she ain't got no clothes on.
You don't need to, but probably should. If it's in the game, you don't tend to need to, but, you know.
Well, part of it. Kids park
Stick some
here,
of my
they use
faces
it
on
like
our
a
bits.
lover's lane. It's a working neighborhood. Some trouble, but nothing like this. It's known locally as the Moors.
You were first on the scene?
Yes, Detective.
No one's disturbed the body?
No, sir. We cleared out them vulture reporters so Pinker and the coroner could work. They're waiting to talk to you.
Go house to house and see what you come up with.
Alright,
So there's a blood streak over there on your right.
What was the... Oh, they did some casting, it looks like.
What can you tell me about the shoe prints?
Men's size 8s. Pinker lifted impressions for me to compare back at the lab.
Okay.
The blood's the innocent one.
I'm trying not to step on it. You seemed to get pissy when I did that one time. Alright, let's talk to the doc.
Has the scene been secured?
Patrolman Houlihan saw to it. The victim's personal effects are still where they fell.
Alright, well, let's take a look at the personal effects. Not gonna get DNA evidence off of that one. Alright.
The victim's bag?
Yeah.
Looks brand new. Can't be the one used on the body.
Interesting. No wallet or ID or anything.
Fuck, right. This is the first time one of the evidences is a puzzle, right?
Yes.
Cause of death?
Could be the head injuries. She has been badly stomped. The cuts look superficial.
What caused the blunt force injury to the face?
Could be anything from a baseball bat to a lug wrench. I'll have more details after the autopsy.
Ugh, that's brain.
That is...
Alright.
Interesting.
Fuck you, BD. To something. Ooh.
What about this wound on the finger?
Something removed. A ring, most likely. I assume it was taken post-mortem.
Alright. So ring on the left hand, that was a wedding ring, probably.
Yeah, so also not just a hooker if they were a married woman. Unless they were, you know, stealing
Into
a
that.
wife's ring, etc.
Right.
What's the writing on the victim?
BD. Like Dahlia? Tex? Your guess is as good as mine.
Text,
Could
right.
be something to it, or it could be the killer's trying to throw you off the scent. Either way, I'll run tests on the lipstick.
Any idea of the time of death?
From the temperature, I'd say after midnight. I'll confirm with you later.
Alright. What else we got?
The fucking puzzle.
What the heck?
Looks like some kind of puzzle or parlor game.
Oh, this should be easy. We're just recreating things. Aha! It opens.
The Bomba Club. Why steal a table lighter?
Alright, interesting.
Can we get to the Bomba? A man could die of thirst on a case like this.
That should be all the evidence for now, I think.
A, B, C, and body. Yep, that's all of them.
Okay. So, we really don't know anything. We don't know who she was. We don't know why she was killed. We don't know what any of the markings mean. Nothing. The only lead we have to go on is the Bomba Club. Do you
Your
hear
feet
that, by the way?
sounded really weird.
Yeah.
Oh, they've made the floor there muddy, except they haven't done the texture differently from normal dry floor. So it sounds like you've got gummy shoes. You're a gumshoe, of course.
Alright, we are going to La Bomba.
La Bamba.
– 17-point turn. Let's go. Alright, so the other thing we have to remember is how far away these places are from each other. So the body was found there. How far away is the Bomba Club?
The werewolf? For my money, copycat.
We can't rule it out. We need to work the evidence.
You'd love that, wouldn't you? A big head to hang on your wall. Caller of the decade. You've been working evidence on BD case for 6 months and got nailed.
There's a difference, Rusty.
Oh, yeah?
I just started working it today.
No.
Okay, odd shot. What's more likely? The werewolf comes back around, leaving us alone in the courts?
He clearly has a thing for power. Power over women. Why not power over the police department as well?
Let me finish, Phelps. Our guy opens his mouth again after 6 months of stewing. Or some opportunist who's been reading about the BD figures, he'll rip off the MO and get himself a freebie.
That's not totally fantastic.
Well, the Examiner and the Daily News might be good at coming up with monikers, but they're terrible for police. There's a reason we didn't get the son of a bitch after the short murder was them, locusts.
Where do you think the werewolf killer is now?
Dead by his own hand, stationed somewhere else with the armed forces. San Quentin, another town.
God damn it.
Country, who knows?
Yeah, the idea of him already being a fucking
Turn us
imprisoned
into a
guy
big
is
cage,
supremely
it doesn't
likely.
work like that,
So,
right?
I have a
case
story
will come
about that.
you. Can't make it something it ain't, understand?
So you don't think the werewolf has continued to operate in the Los Angeles area?
No chance. We would have found him.
It's in the
God damn
opposite
it, just
direction.
once I'd love it if one of these things were like on the way to a destination.
Alright, well, fuck it. It's on the way.
Oh my god, they're determined to be in your way.
Alright. There was a case, not far from where I live, that is known as the Allenstown Murders, where in 1985, some kids found some barrels in the woods and, you know, kicked at them, blah, blah, blah. No big deal. They were like oil barrels, but they were closed. A year later, for unrelated reasons, a cop goes into the woods, finds 3 bodies in the barrels that had been there for a long time. Oh, good job. They try to figure out who they are, like
This
they...
is 11K. We'll handle the 211.
They're trying to figure out who they are. They're trying to figure out, you know...
Tables are turned now, haven't they, boys?
Hey, look, old man, we're sorry. Just quit shooting.
The hell I will. I'm getting pretty tired of losing my weekly take to you punks.
And here we go.
Last long in a tin shack.
Wait, what? Oh, crap. So...
Yeah, they went down there. This is a $30 suit.
It's like $300.
It's a good suit.
So,
Can you win in this, or is it kill shots? Sorry.
Oh, these are almost always kill shots. So, oh, Jesus, that's a train. Okay. So, they try to figure out who these bodies are in the barrels. They can't figure anything out because there's nothing to identify them. They were in such an advanced state of decomposition that there was no way of telling who they were.
This is car 11K. Shots.
They finally get to, they finally decide to make it a cold case, basically. And then, in 2000, a cop takes over, and he's like, a new cop, just got promoted to like state trooper, or state detective, I should say. And he decides, you know what, I'm gonna go check out the crime scene where these barrels were found, just so I have some context for the location, because people have been asking, you know, how did they not see these 3 barrels when they were, you know, within 5 feet of them at like multiple points? And he's like, well, let's go take a look. So he goes there, and he finds 3 more barrels with another body in them.
Impressive.
And then it ends up going to the cold case files again, because once again, those bodies have been there for, you know, exposed to the elements for a very long time. They had no idea who they were, no way of finding it out. They ended up using genetics and genealogy to find out who they were and find out who killed them in 2015. And it turns out that the guy that probably did it, because they couldn't actually prove it 100%, died in prison in 2013 for killing his wife in California, across the country.
Wild.
Yeah. No, fuck off. We already helped.
We did a help was done.
A help was given. But if anybody's interested in that, it's look up the Bear Brook podcast, wherever you get your podcasts. It's like an 8-episode series just talking about the case. It's very well told. A lot of detail spent on the twists and turns and the people involved in it. And they literally had to do an update after they published the last episode because there was an update to the case. That's how recent it was.
That is impressive. God, I haven't been to like a proper cocktail bar in like a very long time.
Oh, it's air conditioned, but that sign isn't lit up, so it's not air conditioned right now. That's a shame.
Gentlemen, what can I get you?
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. Were you working here last night?
Yes. How can I help, officer?
You can start with your name.
Garrett Mason.
You're the regular bartender on nights?
I'm a temporary barman. I work for an agency. I fill in at bars across town.
Do you remember a woman who came in here last night? 5'7", about 110 pounds, blonde hair, about 40 years of age.
You mean Celine Henry?
Oh, here's a name.
Yes. Do you know anything about her?
I don't. But the owner, Mr. McCall, serves her most nights. Would you like to speak to him?
I would.
He sits at the back of the club. Wears a hibiscus. You can't miss him. Is there anything else?
Fire away, Phelps. I'll stay here. I'm a little parched. Pour me 3 fingers of rye.
God damn, want some rye? Of course you do. Fucking liquid lunch for sure, Jesus.
Where's a hibiscus? He sure fucking does.
Detective Phelps, LAPD. We're investigating the murder of Celine Henry. Do you know her?
Celine?
You going to pay for that?
Christ.
Guy in the background.
Sure I know her. She and I and
officer.
Jacob, her husband, we go way back.
She was here last night?
Sure, she's a regular. Celine was a lovely woman.
All right.
Yeah, seems like the truth to me.
Was Mrs. Henry here with anyone last night?
Not at first. Celine already had quite a head start.
But she attracted attention?
Certainly. A few gentlemen became very enamored with her and her stories. One guy in particular.
Yeah, yeah.
That seems
He's
pretty
steady.
good. Yeah. Go on.
You know him?
No. He's been in a couple of times.
Did they leave together?
Yes. At around 11. If it helps, I made the guy's license plate.
Yes, that fucking helps.
Sam is taking me to Palm Springs for the weekend.
God, a bartender who takes like license plates that pick up regulars is a legit dude.
Well, if for what it's worth, it doesn't look like the club is super busy or can hold that many people, so he has the opportunity to do that. Most bars are fucking hopping and so loud you can't hear shit.
That's true. Although seeing a regular leave, like a door guy, tends to try and keep track of that stuff.
Yeah. The thing that I like seeing online is the signs in like bathrooms that are like, hey, is the person that's with you a bit of a creep and you need some help? Go up to the bar and order blah blah blah, and we'll make sure to get you a call or get you a car to get you out of here, and we'll call the police if anything weird happens. And it's like, nice. I'm sorry
that
that's
people
necessary.
Are such fucking creeps, yeah.
Right?
But that's
like,
very
shit.
cool about it.
Mrs. Henry appeared to be missing a ring, torn from her finger, but not her wedding finger.
Oh, that's right. It was her middle
Celine
finger.
always wore a red garnet ring on the large side. Larger than life, like Celine herself.
Did she have it a long time?
Sure. Since way back in her flying days.
Did her husband buy it for her?
No, it was before Jacob.
I'm gonna doubt that. That's a doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he's
that's
twitchy.
I think you know where the ring came from, and I think you're gonna tell me.
Okay, I bought it years ago. I carried a torch for Celine in those days. Guess I always have. Her old man never knew about it.
All right.
Please, he always knew about it.
You know the husband?
Sure I know Jacob. He was in the Corps. He met Celine on a furlough and married her when the war was finished. He put up with a load of shit.
Do you think he killed his wife?
Cole looking off to the left like,
No,
I'm not paying attention. What? Oh, you're done talking. Give him a sec. He's got the swallow. Oh, there it is. There's the shifty. I think that's a doubt. Yeah.
We don't have anything to throw a lie
So
out.
if it wasn't
obviously.
Jacob, then you probably let her out of here with the guy who killed her. How do you feel about that?
Stow the attitude, will ya? I tried to get onto Jacob. I rang him up. Asked him to come pick her up like usual. But he refused. And she picked some night to push him over the edge. I rang him back around 11:30, but got no answer.
Thanks, Mr. McCall. You've been a big help. One more thing. Would you have an address for Celine?
142 North Union Avenue. God knows I had to send her home in enough cabs to remember that.
All right, so hold on a second. Let's
You want a tip?
pop open this book.
Next time, honey.
Yeah.
So wherever the hell Jacob Henry was, he wasn't at home. Interesting. And then let's go run that plate.
Where's that goddamn waitress?
Where is that goddamn waitress?
Let's get out of here.
Hey, what's the hurry? My stool was just starting to warm up nicely.
Oh god, go to the bathroom first then, Jesus.
Can I? Oh, I can use this phone. Never mind.
But in dash.
Drop that dime.
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
1247.
How can I help, Detective?
My badge number is
I need a
1247.
registered owner on a license plate, 2boy8899.
Yes, Detective.
Sue boy?
I need to contact the DMV. Shall I relay the details via KGPL?
Please. Thanks, ma'am.
He's not using the proper military phonetic alphabet.
No, I was gonna say,
Fuck
he's a
that
military man. Why would he use boy?
It's a good question.
Not only was he a military man, but he was, you know, like, quite high up. Like, he needs to know all the he needs to know the spoken alphabet. So, yeah, it is the phonetic alphabet.
It'd be Baker at this time. Because they weren't using Bravo and stuff like that.
Yeah, no.
Alright, next time on Character Select. Boy.
So weird.
So weird.
That like really threw me out. Otherwise, he's acted like totally in part. That like hearing him refer to a license plate by two boy is just thrown me through a loop. As the least thing he's done all game.
Unless the police have a different method, but
You
I don't
find
know.
the booze helps you get through a working day? Sharpens my investigatory instincts, fellas.
A smart lawyer might use that to throw out anything you collect today.
A smart man might know it's unwise to stand between the patient and his medicine.
As long as you're not falling over, Rusty, I'll let it
okay.
slide.
Yeah, it looks like
No, you picked the wrong job.
in the 1940s it was boy.
We owe it to this city to do the
in the
best we
LAPD
can in this position. As homicide
How about that?
detectives, that responsibility is all
And
the
the
more
CHP.
serious.
Although the
It's not political, it's practical.
let's see here.
Maybe the men combing Hollywood Boulevard
LVMPD
after the
moved to
Elizabeth
Baker,
Short murder
and then
were
it was
more
Bravo,
interested in
Bravo.
sniffing out booze than the clues that would have led to her killer.
Yeah, well, if only you'd been there.
Oh my god, their old phonetic was
Betty Short
garbage.
be alive, the Japs would have spared Pearl Harbor. Our ancestors wouldn't have tasted the forbidden fruit.
Minor syntactical error, Detective Galloway. I never claimed to be able to prevent crimes. I only suggested a proficiency in solving them. Guess that's the drink slowing you down.
Oh my god, brother, oh brother. Worst I could ever have imagined.